Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour. On se retrouve encore à Washington, D.C. où se tient le forum entre la RDC, le forum de business entre la RDC et les États-Unis d'Amérique, qui je rencontre une consoeur. Vous la connaissez pour beaucoup. Elle ne s'est jamais vraiment exprimée, parler au Congolais. Et j'ai la chance et l'occasion d'être avec elle aujourd'hui. Elle fait la fierté du journaliste africain parce que c'est la seule journaliste qui est attachée, la seule journaliste africaine qui est attachée à la Maison Blanche. Elle a fait une grande interview avec le président Félix Tshisekedi. Elle est presque, on peut dire, amie à beaucoup de présidents, notamment le président Donald Trump. Et Hariana Verás Victória est avec nous aujourd'hui. Hariana, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
Yeah, so first of all, let me tell you how proud we are of you being the first, the only African journalist at the White House. It's really a pleasure and a big honor to be with you here today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So in Congo, as I was saying, you are a huge star since the last interview with the President Tshisekedi. What can you tell Congolese people in order for them to know you?
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
So first of all, I want the Congolese people to know that I'm one of you. I'm your sister. Even though I was not born in Congo, but I feel part of Congo because we are neighbors. Mm-hmm. I am from Angola, and we know Angola and Congo have a deep, deep relationship that came from long, long years ago. Mm-hmm. And I feel part of the Congo just as Congolese people also feel part of Congo. I have many friends from Congo. I have family members, and I feel like I'm a Congolese too.
Yep.
So this is one thing that I want Congolese people to know, that they have me as a sister. They have a sister. So
how does it feel to be the only African journalist at the White House?
I feel a very big responsibility, first of all, because Africa is made by more than 50 countries. And not having voices of Africa in the White House, it worries me. It's basically make us voiceless. And we know the White House is one of those places that big decisions are taking place. So it is important we be represent, is important representation. So being the only one, I feel a sense of big responsibility, but also I feel very happy because at least we have a voice there that can speak for us. As you know, for many years, many people have tell the story of Africans in the wrong way, especially the media. Most of the things that we see circulating on the media are not the reality of many African nations. So the reason why is because there is people not from the continent telling our own story. But we have voice. We can also talk about us. So being at the White House and being the only one, it gives me a sense of a huge responsibility. But at the same time, I feel happy because at least we have a voice, we have our eyes, and we have an African ears there that can defend and tell the true story about Africans.
As you were saying, Africa has like more than 50 countries, right? And then I was following you. Since I follow you, I see like every single time that you had the chance to ask a question for the last 6 months, I think it was only about Congo. What motivates you?
Yeah, the big motivation is because I feel like I have the responsibility to be part of this peace process. Mm-hmm. Peace in Congo, I think the world needs to understand that it's not going to be just a peace for Congo. It's going to be a peace for the region, for the African continent. And as an African, I feel that it's my responsibility to do my part in order for Congo to be peace. And Congo and Angola share borders. If Congo is in war, easily we're going to be affected as well. And I was raised in a country that was in war for over 20 years. And actually the province that I was born, Malanje, was heavily affected by the war. So I know what it feels when you are in war. I know the suffering of women, of children, of men. I've seen horrible killing going on in the area. And I feel like I need to do something. I must do something. And I know the United States play a big role and bringing peace to Congo. So you're right. For the last months, I've been talking and talking because this is something that we need to raise our voice. Not only me, not only you, but the world. Because let me tell you something. I want the people at home watching us to reflect that right now, the entire world carries Congo at their house, at their work. If you have a phone, let's just think about that. If you have an iPhone, if you have a car, you are carrying a piece of Congo with you. Because materials from Congo, extract from this country, was used to build the cars, to build the phone, and many other electronics. And not only electronics. Congo have been contributing for the development of the world. So it's the world responsibility to do their part so Congo can be in peace.
As you were saying it, let me tell you, we are really, really proud of you being there.
Thank you.
So it means that, like President Obama said, yes, we can, right? But one of the questions that people may ask you, how did you get there?
To the White House?
To the White House?
Yeah, I am a journalist since I was 18. I went to school for journalism in my country. Actually,
in Angola.
In Angola, yes. Some people, they think that I get the skills to be this journalist in the United States. No, that's wrong.
You started in Angola.
In Angola, yeah, that was in Angola. But one key factor that contributed for what I am today is internship. I started at very young. At the 17, 18, I started working already.
As a journalist?
As a journalist, yeah. I was studying, but I went to learn, like how it feels in the real, like performing the work as a journalist. I started looking for an internship. At the age of 18, I finally got it, and I started working at the newspaper. I get a lot of experience because sometimes we go to school, we learn, but we don't have experience when we
because we don't practice.
Yeah, we don't practice. Yeah. When we go to the field, we face things, challenge that we don't know how to deal with. So I started at very young age, at the 18. And there was a time that I received a proposal to come to United States to work at the media department of the embassy, and I came since that day. But my field was always journalism. Because when I was in Angola, I worked for a newspaper, I worked for radio, a little, like a short period of time, and then I work on television. So when I came to US, I started working as a press assistant at the embassy, but that was not my field. I used to be...
You didn't feel comfortable. You
not
wanted
at
to
all.
be in the field.
In the field and tell stories, you know, be part of the people's life. That was my passion, always my passion. So, and then when I left the embassy, I continued to work as a journalist. Yeah, that's why. So how do I get to the White House? I think one thing that people must know in this country, information is key. And everybody can make it. Everybody can. Everybody can. This is a country of many opportunities. So if you try, if you work hard, it doesn't matter what field, what kind of accomplishment you're trying to reach, you will get it. That's what I did. I get informed because it's very important to be educated, to know how to do it. And here, everything is open. Nothing is a secret. So I learned how to do it. But of course, White House, being the White House, I'm not only the only African at the White House, I'm the only one at the Pentagone, I'm the only one at the US Senate. We don't have Africans there.
Wow.
I'm the only one at the State Department. I've never seen any African journalists there. And at the White House, yes. I learned how to be part of the White House correspondence. And there is, of course, requirements that you have to meet. And there is some level of professionalism that you need to have in order for them to accept, because you go to a process that Secret Service run your background and many things.
And you are clean, and you are clean. And
yeah,
you
of course.
Yeah.
This is just for people to know. Yeah, but after you pass through all of this process, yeah, you're there. You're there. Yeah.
So tell us a bit about your experience of meeting with President Tshisekedi. How did it start? Who called you? You wanted to go, you contacted someone, you went to Congo just in adventure, I want to interview a president, or it was part of the plan that you've been working on?
No, as I mentioned to you, I feel like the situation in Congo is everybody's responsibility. So, and as I mentioned, I feel part of everything that is going on in Congo. I feel like I must and I need to do something. So keeping that in mind, I was trying to understand exactly what is going on in Congo. Of course, I did my research, but I was looking to hear for the leader of the country. What is his vision? What he's think? How he's planning to do to bring finally peace for the Congolese people. That's why when I get in contact and I request an interview like a normal journalist, and I was approved, and I went to interview President Tshisekedi. Let me tell you, my experience was amazing. I was very well received. I enjoyed the country, the food, the staying, everything was amazing.
How long did you stay in Kinshasa?
Over a week, almost 2 weeks. And it was perfect. Like I mentioned, I feel home. I felt that I was in my country with my people. I enjoyed everything. Yes, so the connection with President happened natural. Yeah, that was very natural.
And I saw one of your posts. I don't know if I'm mistaken. You wrote, with my friend, President Tshisekedi. Are you friend?
I'm close in a way because I felt
Have you become friends since then?
I don't know, maybe. But it was fun because he's very happy person. He's very welcome person. So maybe I get that as a friendship. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
he's very friendly.
Yeah, he's very...
I know. I had the chance to meet him, to do interview with him.
Yeah.
He's very friendly.
The way that he received, not only
humble,
me, but
very
the
humble
party.
and friendly.
Exactly. Yeah. That was amazing. I feel like, oh my God, I have a friend here.
Yeah.
And he was happy all the time. Very like a good person to be around with. Good energy, smiling all the time. And very positive that one day, this is something that he has very clear. This war will not last forever. It will end. And he's almost... there. It's about to end. He has this confidence, and it made me happy too.
Okay, let's talk about the deal between DRC and Rwanda that you are following closely, and especially at the White House. And then when you listen to what President Trump is saying about Congo, do you believe that is something that's going to become, that they really want to achieve? Because what President Trump is saying and what's happening in Congo, sometimes it's a bit different. What are your thoughts about it?
No, I believe 100% because, as you mentioned, I've been there. I've witnessed myself. Not only when I went to Congo, I saw how exciting, how people are hopeful for the peace since President Trump started working on that. So I've talked with many people, and I've seen how committed President Trump is to bring peace. But remember, this is not an easy situation. And this is a conflict that many people tried to solve, but unfortunately they couldn't bring a good result. So, and President Trump, something that people must understand is he's not only worked towards peace for Congo, for many regions. We just saw finally he bring peace, so he finally solve a conflict between Israel and Hamas, all the hostages. Yes.
And that was signed.
Yeah, exactly. And the hostages were
released
and everything is going well. So to see the US president involved at that level, that made me think, yes, of course, he's working towards peace in Congo, and it's true, it's sincere. And not only that, one of the things that was missing in all these peace discussion and people trying to mediate the conflict was the economic component, as we watch and as we heard during the forum today. And President Trump is bringing this component because he understood that there is a huge business opportunity between the United States and Congo. And in order for this business opportunity to flourish, to bring good results, this country needs stability, needs peace. So he's working towards that, and I feel it's something very sincere from President Trump.
Okay, so we hope everything goes well, and we wish you a very good luck. And one thing that I wanted to suggest, and that day, President Trump invited you to come to the Oval Office. He invited you to come to speak. And you talked about Congo again. Maybe we should give you a Congolese nationality. Would you say no?
Of course no. I already feel I'm part of
so
Congo.
You have one. You have one. People love you in Congo.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing what you do.
That's been a lot too.
Thank you so much.
And I love Congolese people too, of course.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Au cœur de la ville de Kolwezi, un lieu hors des tumultes. où chaque instant se savoure et chaque plat se raconte. Ici, la passion se glisse dans chaque geste. Les saveurs naissent entre les mains d'artisans du goût. Et le raffinement devient une expérience. Un cocktail, une note de musique, un regard complice. La Villa Maëlle, c'est plus qu'un restaurant. C'est une invitation à ressentir. Notre adresse, Centre commercial La Joie, 6015, route de l'Icassie à Kolwezi. La Villa Maëlle. L'art culinaire, saveur envoûtante.
Oui, chef!